You ain't gonna start kidding me, are you, Mr. Hopper?
I wouldn't know how to do that.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. To those of you that celebrate Sunday. Everyone should celebrate a Sunday. I usually work Sundays. I did work today, but I try to keep it chill on my Sundays, you know? Oh, my back is killing me though. It is so tight. I need to find a chiropractor and get an adjustment. just make coffee because I'm like kind of cold, but not cold enough to put on a hoodie. Does that make sense? If I put on a hoodie, I'm like super warm, but without a hoodie, I feel fine. All right, I don't feel fine, but you know how it is. Man. I still don't know how I feel about Rise of the Ronin. I'm leaning closer to not playing it. Only, yeah. I shouldn't say only, but I'm leaning closer to not playing it. Apparently reports that the frame rate's kind of dog on it too at times. It is what it is. We're finishing Thaumaturge tonight. That's first and foremost. We gotta beat the Thaumaturge. I've been playing this game lately off stream. I'm gonna do a what is on it. This is my off stream game. It's pretty good. Pretty bad in some spots, but pretty good. The Thaumaturge. We're finishing this up tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll go longer if I need to. But I'm gonna get this one wrapped up. We have all our Salutors. We're in Act 3. I'm ready to go. All right, time to mute the music. All right, so what has happened in this game so far? We've decided to side with Rasputin. We've met with Victor's father's friends, his courtier, a group of thaumaturges is what it was, that were gonna operate in the shadows and influence the politics and shit of Warsaw and stuff from the shadows, essentially. But as we know, Victor's father died to the golem because, for the greater good of Warsaw, he had to kill a man who was an extreme revolutionist, someone who was going to kill many people, with, you know, in the name of revolution, and Stanislav couldn't let that happen, so he ended up killing the man, and then Stanislav's old business partner found out, ended up having him killed, and the courtier fell apart from there. Another one died from disease or whatever. There's only one person left from it. So we met up with Stanislav's old friends. They wanted to propose bring about the courtier. They didn't have the black grimoire. We ended up finding out that Ivan Kudechkin, I think is what his name was, Kudechkov, he had it. He ended up taking in Victor after a riot at one of the churches, where Victor helped Rasputin perform a miracle, aka take a flaw out of a kid, and the kid started behaving after that. And because of that, Rasputin gave some speech and incited a riot, and Victor got taken to prison, where Ivan tried to interrogate him, and because we're a badass thaumaturge, we just kind of played him and turned the thaumaturge that was working with him, that Madame Samira, that fortune teller chick from the beginning of the game, turned her against him, had her help us get out. And yeah, now we're kind of on the run from police and such, but we went to visit Rasputin because I've decided that Rasputin wants to influence the Tsar. He wants to kind of get in his good graces and stuff, and As we've seen, Rasputin's been kind of forming a cult and such. We're gonna join him because in my review playthrough I did the Cotier, so I want to see what happens with the Rasputin side of things. We went to meet him outside the brothel where he was having this big dinner thing, and the brothel blew up. So it's assumed that Rasputin's dead. We were brought here after the brothel blew up, and now it's Act 3. That's kind of where we're at. Towel and dishwater. The towel is still wet. Someone probably used it to lower a fever. It traces back to Ligia. How many times has she wrung out the towel? And the fever is still high. Let's hope everything ends well. Again, she tenderly places it on her brother's forehead, trying to stifle the fear for his life growing in her heart. It's nothing. Everything will be fine. It has to be. The Morning Courier, September 20th, 1905. Pavizle is on fire. A great tragedy occurred yesterday at a brothel in Pavizle. A large number of people gathered for a communal feast outside the brothel, which was organized by a certain Grigory Rasputin, a monk and miracle worker. The feasting was violently interrupted when a bomb exploded in the building. Many people were wounded. The number of victims is unknown. Rumor has it that Rasputin himself, who disappeared in the flames, lost his life in the blast. Commiserations for all injured. Yeah. Rasputin went into the brothel. He said at one point, he gave this long speech, but he just remember that I am him or something like that. Something along those lines. But and then he went in there, and then a few minutes later, the building blew up. So, cup of cocoa, an unfinished cup of cocoa. It's been sitting here for a while. This goes back to Grozny. The preparation for the hot beverage was accompanied by the realization that it's not a cure, but also what better to ease one's worries than a sentimental drink from childhood. Master Victor was always fond of cocoa. Perhaps its aroma will jolt both his memories and his body. Unknown how long Victor was out for, but it seems like he was being taken care of by Ligia and Grozny for sure. Bottle of laudanum. Only remnants of this concoction have been left at the bottom. Voronin was here too. The force with which the bottle was placed on the cabinet stirred up the concoction floating within. Then, with discipline, an angry hand calmly unscrewed the cap to extract the medicine from inside. Helplessness breeds anger. Drink, dear nephew. Drink. So, Victor's family helped take care of him after he was caught in that blast. Family's a difficult subject. I could be accused of a lot of things when it comes to relationships with loved ones. However, they didn't turn their backs. They didn't erase me. In a moment of crisis, they took care of me and were sincerely concerned about my health. Despite everything, that must mean something. I lost my place there for a second. I don't know why. The whole gang came together to take care of him. Let's see who else is proposing to Ligia. Mysterious letter. Marry me. I expect nothing from you, and I will not force you to do anything. All I need is to be close to you. I will do anything to give you the freedom you desire. You will be untouchable. I promise. Neatly folded letter. Dear Miss Scholska, let me be honest. You are not my first choice. Your face is common. Your excessive independence and tendency to wear pants are disturbing. And the annoyed expression frequently present on your face makes your eyebrows look like two angry badgers. Holy shit. Moreover, you are intelligent, which bodes no good in a woman. We both know living with you would be a source of incessant migraines and nuisances. Still, I am willing to offer marriage. I think that, in the aforementioned circumstances, my offer is more than generous. Please do consider it Ignacy Wokulski. You're too strong of a woman for me, but I'm kind of into it. That's exactly how that read. The Daily Courier. Who is Rasputin? A true miracle worker, or perhaps a charlatan? Nowadays, everyone is asking themselves this question as they observe the recent deeds of Grigory Yefimovich. He was born in Pokrovsk in an unknown year of the Lord. At an age of 19, he tied the knot and begat 4 children. Then he experienced an epiphany and began to devote himself more and more to God's service. It is said that he lived as a hermit, wandering from village to village, curing people of all kinds of ailments. After years of wandering, he became known as the monk who reaches people's hearts. He went to St. Petersburg, where his chasteness and sincerity of faith were not well received. More and more rumors were repeated about him, saying what a great hypocrite he allegedly was. He was supposed to passionately indulge in debauchery rather than prayer. In the end, he was chased out of St. Petersburg and all traces of him disappeared until now. Time will tell what the mystic is planning to get out of his stay in Warsaw. I think we already read that, but I think the first half was different than the latter half, which we had definitely read. All right, let's go and talk with Ligia. Oh, another thing to read. The Morning Courier, September 21st, 1905. State of emergency. Governor General brings order to the streets. On the night of September 20th, our city was placed under a state of emergency by decree of Governor General Georgy Scalone. It is forbidden to leave home after dark and participate in gatherings. Patrols on the streets and identity checks of passers-by have been intensified. Therefore, people are asked to carry their documents with them. What caused such a radical reaction from officials? A number of factors contributed. The city is consumed by emotions, which various thugs give vent to on the streets, as we witnessed after the recent events at St. Mary Magdalene Church. On top of this, dangerous criminal thaumaturges have recently escaped from the citadel and are still at large. The explosion in Pavizhli brothel that caused the deaths of many innocent people, including the miracle worker Rasputin, was the straw that broke the camel's back. Who is behind this? Much has been said about the fault of the thaumaturges, who wreak havoc with their demonic powers, messing with people's heads. They think themselves above the law and make no secret of their contempt for authorities. Why should we tolerate their privileges? We must finally muster the courage and say enough. That's Scalone saying that. Scalone's very anti-thaumaturge. Like, very anti-thaumaturge. The Daily Courier, September 22nd, 1905. Tsarevich Alexei's birthday ball. A ball to celebrate Tsarevich Alexei's first birthday will be held today in Dolinka Zwarska Park. Despite recent turbulent events and the imposition of a state of emergency, the celebration will proceed. What we all need today is a ray of sunshine in the dark sky, which is a reminder of the hope and future of the Russian Empire. The Tsarevich Romanov, that he is the future of the Russian Empire. Tsarevich Romanov. Among the guests will be a group of the most respected residents of Warsaw, Moscow, and St. Petersburg. A fireworks show and other attractions have been planned, which Warsaw residents will be able to witness from the windows of their own homes. As editors, we join in the good wishes. May the clouds recede before the light, the radiance of which is reflected in the Tsarevich's innocent face. Happy birthday! So the child of the Tsar is having a birthday ball. When they're like, I think a baby. Or like, they're like a toddler at most.
Ligia?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
Are we really here? Both of us. This isn't a dream, is it? I had another nightmare with Father in it. It felt real and exhausting. Balberi was there, and Father was judging me.
Judging?
Even after his death, Father will not leave me alone. I didn't want to take part in his farce. I came back.
Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east. Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I've just risen from the dead. Besides, I didn't want to bother you. At least until I came up with a solution.
And how is that going?
I'm considering a few options. Give me some time.
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
This motherfucker.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Linia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Try and force me, Chief.
Why do you torment our family? What are you hoping to get out of it? And how the hell did you get the keys to our house?
Dear Ligia, please try to understand that it was your brother who brought these dark clouds down upon your family. I'm just trying to disperse them without bloodshed. If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
Well, this seems like the best answer.
No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Nejitz, Warsaw will get rid of two pests.
Good old Obersy being there when we
Wanna
need him.
share any other fantasies?
Don't worry about the broken window pane, Victor. I'll deduct it from the 5 rubles used to own.
Red motherfucker. All right, we're fighting Ivan Konopskin. What we got? Dimension Force, Word 6 to disable, Bukovac, and Upir. Okay. We'll get the Bukovac dot rolling first. And I think I'm gonna start ripping this guy's focus points away. What's that giggle? This guy gets oop-eared. Got bloody dead on him. Gotta bleed. We got a lot of damage coming our way here in a second. Reduces inflicted damage by 50%. That's gonna be big for us. All right. And we go with a Lelic here. Prevent us taking any more dots if possible. Oh, he shot Obersty anyways. We're fine. All right, this guy needs to die on this turn here. So he's gonna get his trait back anyway. So we're gonna do concussion. And who can just kill this guy? Oh, I think we go with Morana and just... Morana's, that her ultimate won't kill, but this will kill on this. So we'll do this. 23. I don't think that did as much damage as we wanted it to. Oh no, we're good. It killed him. We'll take another bleed. That's fine. We're gonna transfer that to someone here in a second. This guy can take it. Gonna start stacking focus on these guys. I still cast Suffering on the next guy as well. That's fine. He's T-posing again. Oh god, I hate when they T-pose on me. We need some heals. Let's go with this, and then we'll use Oop here just to get our dots off of us, I think. There we go. This guy's gonna die anyways this turn. This battle's over anyways, we're good. He's a secret police, he's not bringing the whole police force around.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I loaded my piece today. Just say the word, and the balding prick will lose the other half of his face.
Oh my god.
Nyetjits, loyal to the end, like a dog, like his father. Are you going to let this mongrel deprive you of the pleasure? Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift. Yes, you're a born murderer after all. What are you waiting for?
I'm not waiting.
Oh shit, in the stomach too.
Victor.
Make him suffer a little bit.
What now?
No one can find out. We have to get rid of him.
Why, you'll be the protagonist of my next poem.
Done. It doesn't even show.
I could help you more.
No, it's your birthday.
Decide what to do next. Excuse me. Oopier, my boy.
You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? I was thinking about our Thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than them? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain. And the price of following it is unknown. Do you think Rasputin could have survived? The letter, yes. But it doesn't decide anything. He could have sent it before visiting the brothel. But if he's alive, can we trust him? He may take us to see the Tsar, but what will be the price? On the other hand, if everything works, I can become more powerful than ever. Russia will give me all the knowledge I could ever want. Tough choice, isn't it? Let's not waste any more time. Let's see if our bearded monk is even alive. And let's fight for our position on the Tsar's court. I won't be needing this anymore. Farewell, Father. Let's go to paradise.
Trust in Rasputin's plan and join him.
How do you feel? Did I scare you?
The Shulsky family doesn't have time to be afraid, right? What's next? What do you intend to do?
I've thought of a good ending for our story. I'll find Rasputin. He can get me an audience with the Tsar himself.
But he's dead.
I don't think so. I think he also wants me to follow him.
Under normal circumstances, I would say you'd better go to bed, but I hope you're right.
There was a man, and now the man is no more. See, Victor? If I put my mind to it, I can do a little magic myself. Did someone die again and needs to be buried?
We've decided about our future. It's time to look my enemies in the eye and appreciate those who stand with me. I need to see certain things through to the end.
Well, well, our Victor, all grown up.
I'll come back for you once it's all over.
Be careful.
Good luck, brother. You can do it.
What quest do I have? I don't know what happened to the brothel. Get to the Tsar's party in Dolina Shwarzharska Park. Let's go see what happened to the brothel first. Let's do some research. I thought there was... I missed one of the better side quests in this game. I will definitely say that. I don't know how I missed it, but I definitely did miss one of the better side quests. Dolina Shwarzharska Park. A fashionable park with manicured shrubs and perfectly ordered flowers. Young ladies and little boys come here to play with their governesses. I remember playing badminton here with Ligia, and she hurt her feet badly from her new shoes. Mother reluctantly took us home, leaving a group of her trusted friends. You can also have coffee in an outdoor cafe and watch a performance by traveling artists. A girl watches circus performance with her younger sister, and all she can think about is that the servant laced her corset too tightly. She meets the eyes of an acrobat arching in a cat-like pose. Both are 14 and both already realize no one in this world is really free. Still, you can spend a very nice afternoon in Dolina Schwarzka Park. The birds are singing, squirrels dash by, and the air just seems fresher somehow. Let's head to Povizhle real quick. We might have stuff to give to the tailor. Let's go see what the tailor has. Like, oh wait, we can't go anywhere else, I don't think. I think certain areas of the city are blocked off. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of locked into just certain spaces now.
I need a carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The boss will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been
You
classified
have
as
no
suspicious
rights.
characters. We will escort you to the citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
Discipline the soldiers.
So this what soldiers of the Russian Empire look like. A bunch of pathetic bribe takers with no honor and no sense of duty.
Suit yourself, magician. We'll see just how much honor you have when you end up in the citadel. Let's get him. Doesn't have to be in one piece.
We've already killed one cop today. Why not kill another? Boom, boom. Start the fight. It's a damn shame that they did this. They didn't have to do this, but they did. It's all on them now. Oh, this poor soul. Dun, 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 dun. Why am I slowed? Motherfucker. Well, if I'm gonna be slowed, I might as well just go for a bigger attack. Poor guy. This guy needs hit with Oopier. We'll go ahead and get rid of all of our debuffs. We're gonna take a debuff when we get attacked by him. That's okay. Or when we attack him, I should say, not when we get attacked by him. We're gonna take a debuff. We took a bleed, that's not terrible. Alright.
Sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
Oh, good. I didn't know I was paying for rides this whole time. I like how they didn't really give us, how do I want to put it? They didn't really give us much inventory management. I do appreciate that. I don't have to worry about money or anything like that. I'd rather just automatically pay for shit. We got a pretty hardy estate, our family does. We'll just put it on their tab. We gotta make it down to the brothel, which is gonna be down this way. This whole place is gone to shit. There's no one around. If it was nighttime, I'd understand everyone adhering to the curfew, but it's the middle of the day. Missing person ad. Missing. Our dear friend Lucian Nadarzinski has disappeared at an unknown time and under equally unknown circumstances. Neither his family nor friends know what happened to him. It's as if he dissolved into thin air. Therefore, we kindly ask anyone who might know anything about the mysterious occurrence to provide information. Lucian is a middle-aged man of medium height and an average build. No distinct marks. Telephone number 2741. Mr. Nadarzinski is gone. A bouquet of freshly picked flowers. The flowers droop sadly from their stems as if they were breaking under the weight of the helplessness. On top of that, they smell of unspeakable grief of the person putting together a bouquet for their loved ones who died in the explosion. It was a tragic death because it was so random. They were not the target. Why did this happen to them? The Warsaw Courier, posthumous cult growing. Who hasn't heard about the tragic explosion in Powiśle? All of our hearts are grief-stricken and eyes swollen from crying. It was just yesterday that I had a chance to talk to Grigory Rasputin himself, who organized the ill-fated feast. No one thought that the mysterious miracle worker would soon disappear behind a sporting house door, never to show his face again. Rasputin was surrounded by a strange aura. He was magnetic, and though he preached, oddly enough, he did not moralize. He took everyone under his wing. After all, he did organize his pre-mortem feast by the sporting house, making use of its facilities. To what extent? I did not inquire into that. Recently, the number of his followers or friends, as Rasputin himself would call them, has increased significantly. Now that the monk is no longer with us, Rasputin's cult seems to have become fact, and the number of people praying to Rasputin is growing every minute. Just go see the ruins of the demolished body house. The faithful have built a shrine there to commemorate him. They stand guard by the coffin with the saint's body. They lay flowers and offer donations. There is even a baffling relic that draws a crowd of people wanting to at least skim it with their fingers, although judging by the covetous looks, most of them crave more. Rasputin, absent in spirit, lives on through his followers, as he might very well live forever, or at least longer than most mortals. Konstantia Sziablowska. Interesting. Is this his body? Body in a coffin, a burned and mutilated body. The hands anointed the body with great care, wanting to keep it the best possible condition. They rubbed the thighs, which seemed to be thinner, and a torso wider than remembered. Do fingers shrink so much after death? A thought crossed the mind that maybe this isn't Rasputin's body, but no, one has to believe. Obituary notice: the late Aniela Nadarzinska Slewinska is now with the Lord, having died tragically in the recent explosion. The bereaved family would like to invite all friends and acquaintances to the funeral service at the St. Alexander's Lower Church on Saturday at 10 a.m., followed by the export of the body to Powiśle Cemetery at 5 p.m. on the same day. So Miss Nadarzinski did not make it either. She died as well. Shrine with relics. In memory of the great venerable Rasputin, his beautiful soul has gone to meet the Lord, but his piece of his body is here with us. A genuine relic of the great saint's body. Simply touch it to make all your worries go away. Please leave a donation below. Mysterious jar. An immense penis preserved in a solution. The touch of hands, fondling the object of worship, is imprinted on the jar. It remembers various feelings: sadness at the passing of a great man, which is immediately followed by bitterness, fragrant with longing, but behind the colorful bouquet of emotions is also desire? Such an immense pity. As one large member is what they're thinking. All right, so everyone's to believe that Rasputin's dead. Let's get to the SARS party in Dolina Szwarjarska Park. I'm never gonna pronounce that right until I hear it again. Even then, I won't pronounce it right because I'm just terrible with that shit. We gotta get to our carriage. We gotta go to the park. Look after ourselves. Try my best.
The Tsar is about to give his speech, and you're loafing around? Get to work.
No grunt tells me how to be a waiter. Do you want to switch?
Attention, we have an audience. Are you lost, sir? The entrance for guests is on the other side of the park.
I only have one option here.
I think a uniform like this would suit me.
Then you have to enlist.
There are easier ways.
Are you drunk or what?
We'll be going then. We're kind of a mess.
And we're about to teach you some respect for the uniform.
We can't even talk about it because our pride's so high. Alright, we have to remove his fucking focus. Let's just whittle this guy's focus down. Who the hell are you hyping up? Who the hell are you hype? Oh, that's not good, man. He's got 33 health. Who could kill him in one hit? Oh, he just doesn't have his trait anymore. Increases damage inflicted by a lot of rounds. Let's do this. Let's transfer this vulnerability over to this guy. I think that's our best bet. Let's get all of his shit off of him. Stop his attack. There we go. We're about to take a debuff. That's just a bleed. This guy's gonna die off that hit. He's suffering, so we can do the somber trail, interrupt his next action he has come up. He's just buffing himself, that's fine. Next action is gonna be an actual attack, but we'll just interrupt that. And we'll just put some suffering on him. Oh, this guy's just dead, isn't he? Goodbye. Give me the uniform.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Hi, Keely.
I haven't been here in a while.
We've snuck into the party as a soldier.
I felt something. Where is it? Interesting.
Prayer beads. Looks like the ones belonging to the Rasputin. There's a feeling of excitement clinging to the beads that's hard to conceal behind a poker face. The conclusion of the long-term plan is so close. Just a few more moves on the board, checkmate, and a win. Our win, Victor. On the board where I'm the king and you the queen. The rest are pawns. I don't want to be a queen. I don't look good in dresses. My cousin told me that 3 patrols went missing. I don't know what you're talking about. That guy is drunk.
Nothing can be kept secret.
Small
from
portrait
me.
of the Virgin Mary. He touched the image of the Virgin Mary with a reverence until he thought of her. Maria, the Savior's false mother. They have nothing in common but the name. It makes weak minds even weaker by distorting the perspective. That's what Maria is. Weak but loud. We need to silence her, my friend. Is that who this is?
I can't eat anymore. Pass. Well, maybe just a piece of...
Maria?
What? Is it a crime to eat now?
What?
Don't pester a pregnant woman, please.
Don't you recognize me?
Oh, it's you.
Wait, she's pregnant?
I've been so distracted lately. You know, being with child and all.
Do you believe that Rasputin survived the explosion?
He who believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. He who believes in me shall live forever. But it's a shame about Aniela. Silly woman, she could have been here with us. Oh well. I have to think about someone else now.
Congratulations. Who's the lucky father?
For behold, from henceforth, all
How are you,
generations
Kiwi?
shall call me blessed. For he that is mighty have done to me great things. Pretty, isn't it? I'll be giving birth to a savior. Grigory loves me more than all of you.
Do you think Rasputin is the father?
A mother knows these things. But why should I explain it to you?
Maybe we'll talk some other time.
I don't have any information on this. Alright, we need to look around for a second, get some information to maybe sway her another way. She kept nervously rearranging the cutlery, while her gaze wandered in search of Grigory. He told her to come here, and since he did, he must have good news for her. Maybe he will finally accept the child. Maybe things are about to change, and life will finally improve. Simple handkerchief. A simple woman's handkerchief, heavily crumpled. The material is laced with a range of emotions. Bitterness that he didn't accept the news of the pregnancy with enthusiasm. Remorse that she shouldn't expect him to be effusive when he has so much on his mind right now. And a shadow of doubt lurking in the back as to whether he'll find the time and heart for her. Maria's plans. Maria is pregnant. This is good news for her, but not necessarily for the others. They see it as a threat to their position in the flock. Maria, on the other hand, sees this as an opportunity for a better life for herself, which Rasputin, the alleged father of the child, would be able to provide for her. All of this calls into question her real commitment to the cause. Get rid of Maria. Oh my god, that sounds so...
Have you seen Pickles
We don't
anywhere?
have to kill her, do we?
Do you think Rasputin is the father?
A mother knows these things. But why should I explain it to you?
Shut all the doubt about Rasputin from her soul. Make her abandon him.
You doubt that Rasputin will make a good father. You feel like he's just using you. This child is an accident. After all, Grigory wasn't happy to hear the news of an heir. You're right to be afraid. You see that his promises appear to offer a paradise sanctuary, but in reality, they're an illusion.
I dread that thought. I will be alone again, against the whole world. So many people hate him. Will his child be hated too?
Save yourself. Forget Grigory.
I'm sorry. I should be going. I don't feel well.
Okay. Weird that he told her to stay here, or to come here and wait for, not wait for me, but just to be here, and then he's Hey. Rasputin works in mysterious ways.
Am I a
Shulsky,
Cartridge
you've
belt.
had an accomplished military career since our last meeting. You do realize that you are still a wanted man?
I'm here on a mission. I assume you're here for similar reasons.
Rasputin chose me to be the executor of his work.
Where were you when Rasputin was blown up along with Auntie Aja's brothel?
I was where he had ordered me to be. I don't question it.
And if he told you to organize the explosion, you wouldn't question that either?
This is none of your business, Shulsky.
Motherfucker, it is my business. I am the queen.
What part of Rasputin's will are you trying to execute here?
I am Yeritel, the Angel of Destiny. I am his sword against false acolytes. Maybe you're one of them.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going anywhere.
This guy, why are you trying to fucking fight me, dog? I just got here. Holstered weapon, a pretty leather holster with a pistol in it. Weapons carry a strong belief in the righteousness of taking lives. It doesn't make sense to kill in war for a foreign idea, but Grigory has shown that it's different to fight for a goal in which one fervently believes. For him, I will kill without hesitation, and I will be not only forgiven, but rewarded. This ending is kind of wild. Everyone's just following Rasputin blindly. It's kind of wild. Short letter, a couple of pieces of paper with Russian writing. He read the letter with a warm heart and then crumpled it, eager to get rid of all traces of his special mission. He proudly stuck out his chest, ready to unleash hell if it would bring heaven closer. Grigory asks. Grigory receives. Lazarev's devotion. Lazarev was defined by death. Participation in war, constant brushes with the Grim Reaper, and the taking of life has turned him into a killing machine that only needs to be pointed at a target. Rasputin knows how to exploit this. He's made him his puppet, giving the killing a purpose. Lazarev's devotion makes him all the more dangerous. Get rid of this man.
What now?
Let's talk more about your holy mission.
My patience is thin, magician. Should I punish you?
Your body came back from the battlefield, but your mind and heart are still out there, fighting. After what you've seen and what you've done, you can't let go of the fear.
But Rasputin took me in and guided me from the land of the dead. He saved my life, and that's why I serve him.
His help is an illusion. With him, your fight will never end. Don't take lives in the name of a false prophet. Leave in peace, Lazarev.
In peace. And you? What about you? You also need to break free. Calm. Feel the calm in your heart again.
Yes. Because that was my goal, was to break free. No, we're just manipulating you, bitch, to break free yourself. My back hurts, guys. I'm slumped right now at my chair because it feels the best for me. Are those puppies? Oh my god. They're so cute. Oh, I want them.
Secrets. Not on my watch.
Rare book. Some pages are stuck together and many are missing. On the tattered cover, there's a trace of the contempt that Magdalena's fanatical devotion is met with. Initially, her commitment was desirable, but enough is enough. She lacks knowledge and refinement. Without proper qualities of the mind, she'll be nothing but a liability. We must put an end to it. Now, Victor. Follow the thread. Rasputin is not hiding his plan. He wishes to remove any unnecessary pawns from the board. He made it clear to me that there's only room for one person at his side. I can't be a pawn on this board. I have to be the figure that will perform the checkmate.
Magdalena?
I didn't expect you to show up here. In a Russian uniform, no less.
I received a personal invitation from Rasputin.
So did I. He summoned me to preach about his second coming. He will return, and with him the hope for chasing away the darkness of an uncertain future. For his grace will be with us. Do you understand?
What do you remember from this explosion?
Chaos. Blood. It's hard for me to talk about it.
What about Aniela and Lucian?
They are no longer with us. They are already enjoying the afterlife, awaiting salvation.
Do you think they deserved such a fate?
Each of us has a different fate in store for them. Aniela was chosen. She died at Grigori's side. And Lucian just disappeared one day. I think he might have left because his fate wasn't strong enough. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I need to have clarity in my heart.
Do you believe someone wanted to kill Rasputin?
Of course. The first Christians were also thrown to the lions. Satan laid his hand on Grigori and tried to break him. But he will not bend. He will defeat death and return.
I see you found your calling in evangelism.
My heart is filled with love, so I preach the good news. Let everyone prepare for Grigori's coming. Everything is possible for those who believe.
I saw Lazarev was here too.
Blessed Lazarev. He's one of Rasputin's most trusted acolytes. I'm glad he's here. I know he keeps me safe.
I need to search for a clue.
It's a mission, preaching the truth. For I tell you, having faith in yourself is treacherous, but having faith in him is the right way.
Right. Let's find out what makes you tick, lady. Attempts at writing. Pages written in scribbled handwriting with numerous errors. She guided her hand extremely carefully, calmly, but no. The pen slipped and made a blob. And again, straight, the same thing again. She's still learning, which takes time. Hard work doesn't scare her, and for the time being, she will make up for her shortcomings with a sincere heart and zeal. Chair at the ball, in an ornate chair with expensive upholstery. She felt the softness of velvet under her fingers. Hitherto unknown to her, her heart opens and memories flood in. In the countryside, they didn't have such things. All the chairs were hard, wobbling on crooked legs. Home. Never mind the chairs, she would gladly sit on them next to her mama and papa. Magdalena's efforts. Magdalena makes up for her lack of education with a lively zeal and a sincere desire to preach the word of God, or the word of Rasputin. She tries with all her might to be a worthy apostle, devoting herself to her studies, even though she finds it difficult. Deep in her heart, however, she longs for home with rural simplicity, which she's more familiar with. Go to the countryside, Magdalena. Go.
You're disturbing.
From a poor village to high society, all eyes are turned on you today.
I wanted a better life, not applause. And work to help my mama and papa.
And how does standing here in a beautiful dress among the cream of Warsaw society help your parents?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time and they can't write. What I do, that's not important. All is as it must be.
Look around. At first glance you look like the rest of the guests, but you know full well that you don't belong in this world. These people will never accept you as one of their own, and then Rasputin will abandon you. What use does he have for an apostle who is a burden?
I'm not a burden.
Go back to your people. All you'll find here is disappointment and the pain of not being good enough.
I tried so hard.
I know.
Leave me alone, please.
Damn. Get to the SAR speech. We gotta go.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Rose. I wonder who left it here. The thorns hurt her fingers, but she doesn't notice. She puts the flowers back on the marble railing. Since the rose can't adore in his grave, let it forever remain at the Palace of Vengeance. It feels right. She touches the weapon hidden under her clothes. It's warm. She's waiting for Scalone. Trace certain Wanda. A wild card. Someone is carrying a gun and plans to kill Scalone. And I think I know who. Wanda. There's no way she'll make it out alive. It's a suicide mission. On top of that, her actions could interfere with the co-chair's plans. I should talk to her. Who cares about the co-chair? See, that's written kind of not great because we're not with the co-chair.
I didn't think I would see you again. And yet, here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
I am here for Yannick, for Michał, for all of us.
Wanda.
I wanted to have a powerful Thaumaturge as my ally, but you turned out to be a coward. And now, they're both dead.
Go home. It's not safe for you here.
Plus you're wanted. Leave me alone or I'll call the guards. Go on, get out of here.
This isn't over.
Receive the quest, the wild card. Find out more about Wanda's plans.
Wanda?
I guess we just talked to her again.
I told you to leave me alone.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill someone.
What up, Systematic? How you doing, man?
I was going to start with Konieczkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Genep. So it's Scowen's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
I'm doing good. Excuse me, we're getting ready to wrap this up. We're in the last little bit of the game right here.
I killed Konieczkin.
Then you're one of us now. Help me with Scowen.
That's madness. Even if you manage to do it, you'll die a moment later.
I don't have many reasons to live.
What about our revolution? We're going to burn this city to the ground, together, alive.
And the boys? Did you do anything to help them?
It wasn't my fault. Yannick and Michał knew what they were getting into.
And I think you left them both there to rot. A great Thaumaturge running with his tail between his legs.
Uh-oh. So, does that mean no date? Hey, work for the week? That's fair. We're literally like in the last probably half hour of the game, max. I really don't know because like I haven't taken this approach. I did the approach with the Cotier, which was a lot longer in this section. So I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Go around this way. Oh, there we go.
Friends, today on the birthday of our son and successor, our father's words show the direction of our thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. We are summoned to reaffirm that power and preserve it for the benefit of the people from any encroachment. Today, as this storm rages in the streets, and evil has penetrated people's souls and settled in them for good.
There. Quiet, Milutka. Не знаю, что происходит.
Do not fear. I am with you always, even until the end of the world.
Stay where you are, or I send you to hell once more. Wasze Imperatorskoje Величество, he's a dangerous man. There's no telling to whom he sold his soul to be here.
Нет. Grigori Yefimovich Rasputin, я слышал о вас. Come closer, please.
Blessing upon you, Alexei Nikolaevich.
God has brought you back to life to help him.
Это чудо!
Speaking of miracles, I think I have a lot to tell about it.
You do?
Oh shit, okay. Emphasize my role in Rasputin's display. Vouch for Rasputin. We want to vouch for Rasputin.
I'm here to bear witness to Rasputin's miracles. He has snatched me away from the embrace of death, and I believe he will do the same for the Tsarevich. Look, he is standing here before you, even though 3 days ago I was watching him die. This man is a true miracle worker.
And who are you, man?
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Viktor Stanislavovich.
What? Arrest him! He's a fugitive and a terrorist!
Quiet, infidel. This is a converted sinner to whom we should show nothing but mercy. He's a good man and a loyal acolyte. A sinner, but he has redeemed his guilt as he acted on my behalf, trying to protect me from infidels. People like Scowl.
Can I have a word with you? Well done. They hang on your every word, especially Tsarina Alexandra.
Her faith is unfaltering, like yours. Thank you for believing in me. Ready to celebrate success?
I've never asked you before, but how exactly do your abilities work?
What's the point of knowing if they work? I'm not a Thaumaturge, if that's what you're asking.
So you won't tell me?
Victor, not everything can be comprehended. Sometimes you must trust and believe. Ready for the happily ever after?
Remember what I want. I want all the knowledge. Access to the oldest and most secret archives of the Empire.
Don't worry. With my visions and your power, the whole new century will be ours. Ready?
I'm ready.
And jittery. Am I wrong? Welcome to the new reality, my friend. The great Russia needs people like him. Powerful and capable thaumaturges. That kind of power is worth having by your side. I know what I'm talking about.
If the mystic says so, then so be it. We consider this man's trespasses non-existent. Tsarskoye Cielo will accept the Thaumaturge, if that's your will.
What do you say, my friend?
I will accept that well-deserved honor.
The humble in spirit will get their reward.
Let us rejoice. The sun has broken through the darkness and shone on all of us today.
For some of us, for the last time.
Oh shit.
For a free and independent Poland.
Oh shit. Who'd she shoot? Ah, shit. Now we good. Yo, look at that fucking robe. We're in the Tsar's Hamlet.
I'm leaving.
Leaving us so soon? Won't you even wait until Rasputitsa is over?
No, I cannot tarry. The journey alone will
What is Rasputitsa? Is that a holiday?
Before you go, can you tell me something more?
Does this man have his own holiday now?
Manchuria calls to me.
Are you going to lay railroad tracks in the name of the Tsar?
Very funny. There is something going on in there that I think may be the work of a powerful Salutor.
Remember, there won't be anyone there to ease your pain.
I'll manage.
Be careful.
Yo, his robe has like the diamonds on the front of his that's on the front of his book. It has those all over the robe. That's kind of sick.
I want to receive regular updates from the palace. Take care of that.
Naturally. Is there anything else?
Time for me to go.
Indeed. Have a pleasant journey. Who knows how much will change during your absence?
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. I burned the Black Grimoire and deserted those who had counted on me. I chose Rasputin. I chose myself. And the country? It never came into being. I suspect its would-be members went their separate ways, and I don't suppose they think fondly of me. Liga is in St. Petersburg with me. She's overwhelmed by the change, but something tells me it won't last long. Her ambition won't let her fall behind. Sometimes we talk about Warsaw. I'm not sure if these conversations bring more happiness or sadness. I don't like to look back. Uncle Sasha has become a grandfather. He seems to enjoy spending his retirement pampering his grandchild. The circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's death have never been clarified, and hopefully it will stay that way.
Get to the point, Victor. Everyone wants to know what happened to Abaurice.
Please continue.
Abaurice and Victor were going to live happily ever after, as friends. But as Victor turned out to be a prick and left.
That's not the way it was.
He soon regretted his actions and cried himself to death. Amen. This is fucking it. Over, goodbye, see you tomorrow.
We write letters to each other, and let's leave it at that. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. As for the Flying University, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.
Yeah, I did it again. Well, fuck, I don't know what I like. I don't think that's like the good ending. That was actually a very brief Act 3. The Act 3 that I had with going with the Cotier was we walked into it as guests. We went around to 3 different people talking with them, I guess is the best way to describe it. They gave us information and dirt as ways to get up to the Tsar himself, and the 4 Thaumaturges cornered the Tsar and gave him our proposals of like, let's let the Thaumaturges help you out as like shadow advisors essentially. And then when we went down for his speech, Rasputin showed up and we actually got into a boss battle with Rasputin, where the boss battle with Rasputin was actually really tough. And essentially he would we would get our asses rocked, and we would have to sacrifice our we'd have to sacrifice our severs with our Salutors, because like Rasputin, he helped us keep those connections to those Salutors, so we had to cut our ties with some of our Salutors to get health back, to get focus back, because he was essentially using them against us during that boss fight. So it was a really interesting boss fight, a really interesting end boss fight. There was no boss fight, there was no end boss fight for this. It was just walk in and Rasputin showed up, and I mean, we could have devolved it into that, but I want to see what happened if we followed Rasputin and shit. CD Projekt Red for Mocap Studio. Sven and Lucas and Tom, good peoples. So CD Projekt Red helped them out with this, which is, you know, makes sense considering that these guys are gonna be the ones that are developing the Witcher 1 remake. Which, like I said in my review of this game, I'm cautiously optimistic for the Witcher 1 remake now from these guys. I think they're gonna do a good job. I think from a design standpoint, they're gonna have it down. For the storytelling standpoint and everything of the sorts, they're gonna have it down. I'm concerned about the gameplay side of things, but they also have the backing of CD Projekt Red, who are not gonna let them fail the game either. So I think it'll be a good remake when they get around to it, which they're working on now. So what's the next game? Probably Yakuza. And we need a payroll specialist. You got Sandra Nowak. She worked on this. Oh, let's close that. There's no ending cutscene. Quit game, yes. God, I've only been live for an hour and a half. I thought that was gonna take a lot longer, that act, but that was a pretty quick act. I could have finished this the other night. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Let me get some music going. I think we're doing I just unplugged my webcam by accident. Oops. Oh, it's back up. We're good. I think we do Yakuza now. Give me a second. I need to make the thumbnail and shit for YouTube. There's apparently a new Dark Souls 3 mod that's out. So that's pretty fun. But it's like there's a demo for it out, like an overhaul mod for Dark Souls 3. There's a demo for it, so I'm gonna hold off on that. The time being. I need a good image to make a thumbnail for this. Here we go. Yeah, let's start Yakuza tonight. The more I look into Rise of the Ronin, the less I want to play it. Straight up, so I just don't think it's gonna be a thing that we do. At least not the start. Maybe if it actually turns out to review pretty well, we'll play it later on down the road, but I don't want to hop into it if it's not going to be a fun game, or if it has the potential to not be a good game at the moment, you know. So we're not gonna go down that route. Hope you guys don't mind. It's just gonna be like that. And you can see the Yakuza series, everyone keeps saying I need to play it, so everyone that I ask is like, yeah, play it. Or they're like, well, start with the Like a Dragon series. I'm like, nah, I want to know these characters. Why that logo isn't good. There we go. Sorry, I'll just do this. I'll show you guys live. So it's gonna be Japanese with English subtitles because there is no English voice acting, at least in this current, I don't know when English voice acting was added in, but I know with Yakuza Kiwami, there's no English voice acting. At least that's from what I can tell. I'll look again. But from what I understand, there's no English voice acting in the English version, or in the earlier titles. It's just Japanese. There is apparently a mod, like a fan-made mod, that has English, but I don't think I want to do that if it's not professional voice actors, you know? There we go. That's done. Now to do all the extra shit on the YouTube side. Export as. It has a chance to like have some really shoddy translation and all that stuff too, so I'd rather just do the Japanese and with the subtitles. Yeah, I don't want that to be my first experience with the game, you know? If it was like maybe a second or third playthrough, yeah, but first time playing it, I'll take it for what it is, you know? All right, that's there. That's that. YouTube creates a go live. Schedule a stream. I need to update my template on my descriptions to not have a Discord in there, because I deleted my Discord channel because I'll be honest, I wasn't using it. My Discord, I wasn't using it, so how can I expect other people to use it? So I just deleted it. Fuck that shit. Okay. Gaming title, Yakuza Kiwami. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, no. Sounds right to me. Live stream done. No, it's not made for kids. No, you can't hear the dogs. I was trying to have you guys hear all the huskies howling in the neighborhood, but they aren't really coming through. Live stream playthrough. Sorry, I'm setting up the YouTube side of things, which is super annoying when changing games. Because I have to schedule a stream. I have to put everything there because my first time playing this game. We'll do a 6:45 go live, quote unquote. Doesn't really matter. The whole thing to go live on YouTube. I will just say that. All right, let me stop the YouTube.